Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Melanie and I normally make videos about living in Copenhagen with hints and tips and places to go. But during the coronavirus crisis, I've been making a few videos talking about what life's like here in Denmark at the moment. Now last night our Prime Minister spoke to us. Now the date today is Tuesday the 7th, so on Monday the 6th, Mette Frederiksen, the Danish Prime Minister, had a press conference and she talked about how she was going to be gradually opening up Denmark after the Easter break. Now you may recall from my previous video that Denmark was shut down quite quickly, maybe 3-4 weeks ago, and we've been homeschooling since then. But she made an announcement last night. Now I'm going to get my phone up in a second and just kind of run through what the things that have changed here are and what the things are the same. And then also, okay, so I've got it up on my phone now. Now the information I'm going to talk to you from is from Your Danish Life. It's a print magazine here for expats in English, but they also have a great Facebook page where they put a lot of very useful information, particularly at this time. But let's run through. Most of Denmark is going to remain closed until the 10th of May. Maximum of 10 people can gather together. That's both indoors and outdoors. Borders are going to remain closed until that time. 6th to 10th grade, so that's secondary school children, are going to continue to be homeschooled and to study from home. High schools, higher education places and trade schools are going to be closed. Churches, libraries, other organisations, universities, hairdressers, massage parlours, beauticians, etc. Universities, I've already said. All festivals and markets are going to be cancelled until August, which means there'll be no, there's a big street party here called Distortion, which people either love or hate. That won't be happening. Roskilde Festival won't be happening. Most public institutions that can remain closed will do so, and people will work from home. And private businesses are encouraged to continue to have their people working from home. And of course, social distancing continues, washing your hands, all those sorts of things. And she said that we have to be good in the next week over Easter. You know, people continue social distancing, not gathering in groups, and also the graph needs to continue going down. Now I will insert a graph here for you to see. So that was the graph there, and so that's got to continue going down. Now the big change is that schools, primary schools and daycare facilities will be going back, and they'll be going back from the 15th of April. My son's school goes back the following week, so children will be going back, the younger children will be going back. Now there's some controversy about this, because how can you keep social distance with young kids? How can you have groups of less than 10 or 10 and below if you've got kids with the teachers? At the moment there hasn't been much clarity about how this is going to work. Oh, and the other thing about exams as well, same as in the UK, the exam years will be taken on their current grades rather than actually sitting the exams. But yeah, there's some confusion about how it's going to work. But yes, primary schools and daycare, so basically children from 7 months up to 11 or 12 will be going back to school after Easter. I feel a little anxious about this, because I'm not sure really how it's going to work, but I'm sure that we will get clarity. We've got a couple of weeks to go about how that's going to be. Now, as I said then, a lot of things are going to remain closed. Malls are going to remain closed, lots of shops are going to remain closed, restaurants, bars, everything that was in place apart from the primary schools and daycare is going to remain the same. So the same advice that people have been giving all along is, you know, if you can, keep supporting places you like to eat with takeaways, takeaway coffees if it's a coffee shop, delivery food, you know, keep that going. And also, for example, your hairdressers, they're not going to be back until the 10th of May, but start booking in now so they know that they've got people coming in. Same with beauticians. You know, if they've got a booking system that's currently open, go in, make your booking for after the 10th of May. It can always be cancelled if this continues longer, but you know, really do that so they know that they've got people coming in afterwards. I've changed my hair appointment with my hairdresser for actually the 10th of May. So for both my son and I. But do that and buy the vouchers, buy gift vouchers, buy gift cards. You know, keep supporting small businesses because they really do appreciate it and they really need it in this time. A couple of other things that I wanted to make a note of. One is going to the doctors here. Now I've read that a lot of doctors are saying please still come to the doctors. You know, ring us if there's something wrong with you. unrelated to coronavirus, because they don't want to store up further problems where people think they don't want to bother their doctor because they have something wrong with them and then end up with something more serious. So make sure that you're still contacting your doctor if you feel that you need some medical attention. And of course, if you think you have coronavirus, follow the guidelines. I'll put a link down below, you know, what you should do if you think that you have coronavirus symptoms. They're testing a lot more at the moment in Denmark, but I'm not sure quite how widespread the testing is, but you do that. And what I wanted to say is, please leave me a comment below and tell me the thing. If you live in Denmark, you live in Copenhagen, or if you live anywhere, just tell me what is the thing that you are really missing doing. And I'm not talking about, you know, seeing parents, seeing family, things like that. That's a given. But if there's something that you're sat there and think, I wish I could, whatever that thing is. Like the other day we were saying it's the Easter holidays. We wish we could go to Louisiana. It's one of our favourite museums. We would normally do it on a beautiful day like this. We'd be heading somewhere like that on the second day of the Easter holidays. And also Tivoli. When Tivoli reopens, please go. If you live here, please go, because they're losing money, and every day that they're not open, they're losing money. And it's such an amazing thing here. It's such an institution of Denmark. So go back. They're urging Danes to sort of fall back in love with Tivoli and to go and to enjoy it and to spend money there. So please do that when it's open. That's another thing that we would be doing this week, that we love going to Tivoli for the Easter decorations there. But we can't this year. So here's a few pictures of Tivoli in Easter that you can see, just to see what it's like. But yeah, please do support that when you go. So here are the pictures. But that follows on with all the things that I've been saying about support the places that you love, the places that you enjoy. We can't assume that everything is going to be as it was before this happened. And, you know, who knows what Denmark, what the world, what countries are going to be like. So let's make sure that we don't have changes that we don't want because we're not supporting the places that we love. And also think about others, you know, make sure that you do adhere to the standing back when you're in the shops. We've noticed a lot of people are starting to relax on this a little bit, and really it can't be relaxed. And if somebody asks you to stand back because they think you're too close, don't be snippy about it. Just even if you do think you're far enough away, people are worried at the moment, you know, step back. You don't know that person's personal situation. And like for the example, the other day we were waiting to go into the bakery. It was 1 in, 1 out, and ambulance pulled up with paramedics, and we let the guys go ahead of us because, you know, they're doing a fantastic job, and we don't know how long they've been on shift, and, you know, they came up with 2 big vats of coffee, so I think they really appreciated it. But yeah, keep safe everybody. Maybe I'm going to do a few more of these videos, but I'm only doing them when there's actually a change, because otherwise I'm just, you know, saying the same thing over and over. But yeah, keep safe, keep healthy, and until next time, see you then. Bye bye.